Good day, JPians. Today we will talk about employee benefits. This lesson is divided into two parts. For this part 1, we will focus more on theories. So without further ado, let's get started. In this lesson, we will focus more on past 19, employee benefits, and past 26, accounting and reporting by retirement benefits plan. So dito, kasama rito yung mga insurance mo, medical mo, na natatanggap within the retirement pay. Yung retirement pay na nakukuha ng mga lolo't lola natin kasi nag-work sila before. So what is employee benefits? It is defined as all forms of consideration given by an entity in exchange for service rendered by employees or for the termination of employment. It can be any form as cash, goods, and services. So, recognition. So, paano nga ba ito nare-recognize? First is the expense when employees have rendered service. Nagiging expense siya kapag nag-perform na si employee nung dapat niyang gawin, yung task niya or service niya sa company. Except when the employee benefits became part of another asset. So ano-ano ba yung another asset na yon? Yun yung mga factory workers kasi yung salaries nila, yung direct labor, is nako-considered or na-allocate sa cost of inventories. Next, liabilities. When the employee benefits already earned by employee but not yet paid. Ito yung mga accrued salaries expense. For example, si Ellen, nagtatrabaho na pero di ko pa siya nababayaran doon sa ginawa niyang task. So with that case, may liability ako sa kanya na dapat bayaran kasi na-rendered na niya ang isang service. There are 4 categories of employee benefits under PAS 19. Short-term, post-employment, other long-term employee benefits, and termination benefits. Yung short-term and post-employment benefits are the first two categories that we are going to talk about. On the other hand, yung long-term and termination are included in the part 2. Short-term benefits. Those that are due to be settled within 12 months after the end of the period. So from the name itself, short-term meaning yung settlement niya ay within 12 months lang. Kapag ka naman sinabing termination, kapag ang settlement niya ay nag-fall under 12 months, mako-consider pa rin to as short term. Pero kapag ka hindi, magfo-fall siya under other long term. So, for example, yung mga example ng short-term benefits, those are salaries, wages, SSS, paid vacation leaves, sick leaves, profit sharing and bonuses, and non-monetary benefits. For general accounting requirements, first, expense. After the employee has rendered service and becomes entitled to payment, nire-record siya as debit salaries expense, credit, cash. Liabilities. Kagaya nung kanina, kapag nag-render ng service at hindi nabayaran, nire-record siya sa accrued liability, salaries expense for debit, accrued salaries payable for credit. Prepaid asset. Ibig sabihin advance. Sobra, there is an excess in the payment. It is recorded as prepaid asset, credit, cash. Paid absences. There are two types of paid absences. First, accumulating and non-accumulating. So, unahin muna natin yung accumulating. Accumulating means those that can be carried forward and used in future periods if not used in the current period. Meaning, para siyang cumulative preference. Pag sinabing accumulating, you can carry it forward sa mga susunod pang period. Under nito ay ang vesting and non-vesting. Pag sinabing vesting, it can be paid in cash, while non-vesting, it cannot be paid in cash. Non-accumulating, those cannot be carried forward and used in future periods if it is not used in the current period. Kung yung accumulating, pwede pang carried forward sa susunod na period, etong non-accumulating, hindi. It is the residual definition of accumulating. Now, let's have this illustration for accumulating and non-accumulating. We have here an employee, meron siyang 10 leaves per year. Yung 8 doon ay nagamit na niya within the year. So, kapag na-render na niya yon, i-record natin siya as what? Debit expense and credit cash. Paano naman yung dalawang leaves na natitira niya? For accumulating, there are 2 leaves na pwede niya i-carried over. And kapag na-render na niya yung 2 leaves na yon, for the next period, you can record it as expense, debit, credit, payable. On the other hand, for non-accumulating, 2 leaves cannot be carried over. Meaning, wala nang obligation, wala nang nag-arise na obligation sa part ni company. Paano naman with variations? So, may natirang 2 leaves, di ba? Sabi natin kapag accumulating, pwede i-carried forward sa next period. Therefore, nag-retire si employee ng March. Other year, pwede na niya i-monetize yung natira na leaves niya. Tapos, kapag accumulating and non-vesting, pero non-vesting, retired si employee ng March, dapat ginamit niya muna yung leaves niya na yon kasi hindi na siya pwedeng ma-monetize. So, proceed naman tayo sa profit sharing and bonus plans. It is additional incentives given for employees. For example, mostly, it is seen at marketing department na once na ma-hit na nila yung target sales nila, magkakaroon sila ng incentives. Bakit ba kailangan yun? Why is it needed? First, to be motivated. Second, to be more productive. Nire-recognize ito kapag the entity has a present obligation to pay for them. The cost can be measured reliably. So the following are the examples of bonus schemes. How to get bonus before bonus and before tax. Bonus after bonus and before tax. Bonus before bonus and after tax. Bonus after bonus and after tax. It is indicated here that TR is for tax rate, B is for bonus, P for profit before deducting the bonus and the income tax expense, BR is for bonus rate. So, yung mga nakalagay dito, ito yung mga formula na gagamitin natin to compute the following. So next, post-employment benefits. These are employee benefits that are payable after the completion of employment. Kailan nangyari? Empleyado ka pa ba or hindi na? Well, obviously, hindi na. Kasi nga, tapos na siya. Kasama dyan yung mga retirement benefits and other post-employment benefits. Insurance mo, medical mo, and so on and so forth. Most of the time, it is formal agreement. Dapat inaalam pa lang sa simula pa lang. Post-employment benefit can also be, first, contributory and non-contributory, second, funded and unfunded. So, unahin muna natin na differentiate yung contributory and non-contributory. Pag sinabi natin contributory, both employer and employee ay nagko-contribute sa fund. Therefore, hindi lang si employer ang nasa-shoulder ng fund na matatanggap ni employee kapag nag-retire na siya. Kapag sinabi naman natin non-contributory, may fund pero si employer lang nagbibigay. Na later on, saan ba siya mapupunta? Sa'yo pa rin, kaya employee pa rin. Yung pagkakaiba nilang dalawa, tandaan, si contributory, both employer and employee ang nagko-contribute sa fund. Kapag non-contributory, si entity lang or si employer lang yung nagko-contribute sa fund. Next tayo sa funded and unfunded. Kapag sinabi nating funded, natural na may nagko-contribute sa fund. Pero ang tanong, sino ba yung nagmamanage ng fund? Ito yung tinatawag nating third party na bank, company, insurance, or other agency. Meaning, nagsaset aside sila specifically ng fund na mapupunta kay employee. May ibang nagmamanage. Yun yung funded. Kapag sinabi naman nating unfunded, huwag natin isipin na walang pondo or walang makukuha. Pero, dito, ang kaibahan lang nila, walang third party. Walang third party na nagmamanage ng fund, tsaka general yung fund niya, hindi lang directly na para lang kay employee, kundi para din sa mga factory supplies, factory workers, and etc. So, ang pagkakaiba ni funded, si funded may third party na nagmamanage ng fund, yung unfunded, wala. Next natin is defined contribution plan. Dito, si entity or si employer ay may fixed contribution dun sa fund. Meaning, kung tumaas man or bumaba, ang effect nito ay sa empleyado lang. Dahil sa kanya naman to mapupunta. Kung tumaas man ang makukuha or hindi man dahil sa maling sistema or mismanagement, mababa ang makukuha. Kasi syempre, contribution ang nakadefine dito. Kung kulang, wala silang i-adjust dito. So ano ba yung treatment niya? Yung treatment niya is expense. Bakit? Kasi kapag nagbigay na siya ng fund, wala na silang pakialam doon, maganda man or hindi. Basta specific na yung binigay niya. Next natin is defined benefit plan. There is an entity. Ito ang fund na kapag nag-retire ka na, makukuha mo to or ibibigay sa'yo nang nakafix na. Alam mo na to kasi it is defined already. Ito ang fund na minamanage by the third party, which is the bank, insurance, company, or other agency. Kung ang mapupunta sa'yo ay fix na, ang nag-a-adjust palagi ay ang fund. Dito pabor to sa empleyado. Bakit? Kasi syempre, secured ka na. Alam mo na kung magkano or kapag nasa retirement period ka na, kung kulang, walang ibang mag-a-adjust kundi ang fund. Ang treatment nila ay inventories. Bakit? Inventories in a sense na kailangang i-maintain yung specific na makukuha mo. Pag maganda ang record sa inventory, hindi na kailangang magdagdag. Pero kung kulang, syempre magdadagdag. Inventory or contribution ang mag-adjust palagi. So let's analyze the following cases para mas maintindihan natin yung pagkakaiba ni contribution kay benefit plan. For the case 1, Tres Marias Collection agrees to provide post-employment benefits to its employees in the form of a lump sum payment of 1 million upon retirement plus monthly pension equal to half of the final monthly salary level for 2 years after the retirement date. After the first 2 years, monthly benefits will decrease by 10% every year and will cease upon death of retired employee. So sa case 1 natin, if your answer is defined contribution plan, it is wrong because the answer is defined benefit plan. Why? Kasi the benefits that the employee received was a definite amount. Hindi rin siya nakadepende sa contribution. Ang risk ay ang nasa part ng employer. For case 2, Tres Marias Collection agrees to provide post-employment benefits to its employee by making monthly contribution equal to 10% of employee's monthly salary to a retirement fund. Upon retirement, the employee is entitled to any accumulated contributions to the fund plus any investment income thereon. The employee bears any investment losses. So dito, if your answer is benefit plan, well, that's wrong because the answer is defined contribution plan. Dito walang definite amount at yung amount ay nakadepende sa contribution. Kung sa first case natin, which is defined benefit plan, is employer ang nag-take ng risk, dito naman sa case 2, si employee ang magte-take ng risk. Congratulations kung naintindihan mo ang pagkakaiba ni defined contribution plan at defined benefit plan at nasagot mo siya ng tama, well done. Kung hindi man, I know you can do this, kaya mo yan. Balikan mo lang yung mga explanation sa video na to para mas maintindihan mo pa siya. Dito naman yung hybrid plans. These are retirement benefit plans that have characteristics of both a defined contribution and a defined benefit plan. For multi-employer plans, you are providing benefits to the employee more than one entity. For the state plans, arising from law or operated by the government. Example niyan ay yung SSS or Social Security System, yung Republic Act 7641. Yung Social Security System, it is a defined contribution plan because the entity's obligation is limited to specified contribution to the plan as a percentage of salary. While on the other hand, for Republic Act 7641, it is a defined benefit plan because the entity's obligation is to provide specific level of benefit every year of service. So here are the summary for employee benefits part 1. Una rito yung employee benefits. So dinefine natin na ang employee benefits ay all forms of consideration given to employees in exchange for service they rendered. May makukuha si employee once na nag-render na siya ng service sa isang company. Next ay yung stop, meaning short-term, termination, other long-term, and post-employment benefit plan. Next naman natin is accumulating and non-accumulating, yung two kinds niya. Pag vesting, namamonetize. Kapag non-vesting, hindi namamonetize. Pag accumulating, yung mga natirang leaves niya ay pwede pa i-carried over for the next period. Pagka non-accumulating naman, hindi. Sa computation naman, nilagay din natin dyan yung mga formula ng before bonus and before tax, after bonus and after tax. Defined contribution plan. Pag sinabing defined contribution plan, employee's retirement benefit dependent on the employer's contribution. Kung ano lang yung kinontribute ni employer sa fund, yun lang yung dapat na i-maintain. Kung baga, kung tataas man or bababa ang effect nito, si employee lang maapektuhan. Kapag defined benefit plan naman, secured ka na sa retirement benefit mo. Kasi ang fund mismo ang nag-a-adjust at may third party na nagmamanage nito. Yun yung mga bank, company, insurance, or other agencies. Pag sinabi namang contributory or non-contributory, contributory, employer and employee contribute. Pareho sila na nagko-contribute sa retirement plan fund. On the other hand, pag non-contributory, only the employer. While funded and unfunded, sa funded, may third party na nagmamanage. Kapag unfunded, ang nagmamanage ng nito ay ang employer mismo. This sums up the employee benefits part 1. Stay tuned for the part 2, which focus more on computational part. Thank you!